Global warming, climate change, and depletion of natural resources. Those terms became relevant since the decade of the 60s, where many organizations and governments started concerning in the future, not only of the human beings, but the future of the planet. Mexico is not the exception because at the end of the 60s, the administration of Mexico City started measuring the quality of the air in order to alarm the local population about the health risks due to the pollution in the air. By 1989, in the capital of the country started a program that aims the reduction of the vehicle flow not only in the district but also in the suburbs contained in the 18 counties in the state of Mexico. At the beginning, this program achieved its goal, but today we've seen that it is not enough. Nowadays, not only government and federal institutions worry about sustainability problems. Automotive companies are taking actions to fight against the air pollution, and one solution to it, in addition of the reduction of the emission in the factory, is implementation of ecological vehicles with alternative fuels, such as better gasoline until electricity that comes from different sources that reduces the carbon footprint of the product. Many developed countries, especially European countries, have implying a huge infrastructure to promote the use of these kind of cars. But what about Mexico? Is it prepared to start a massive use of electric and hybrid cars? Or how can Mexico help to develop this sector? In our opinion, we have to take advantage of what we are really good at it, the production.
There are lots of manufacturers in Mexico and they have the proper technology to build these types of vehicles. And even more companies are showing interest in this kind of technology and as a result, the competition in the market is stronger. Also, the consumers are looking for different options since the country had its own issues. We have very expensive vehicles compared to its strongest competitor, the internal combustion vehicles. The advances in technology are fundamental in order to raise the efficiency of these vehicles. The automotive industry does not offer enough information in some aspects of maintenance and cares. And a big investment is required to build the proper infrastructure like recharge stations.
Support from the government and the electricity provider in order to help people with the payments related to the vehicle. Petrol is a very limited resource nowadays, so investment in renewable energies is a priority. Reduce the tax payment and new legal regulations for the owners of an ecological vehicle. The change rates may be affected as a result of the higher prices. These prices are due to the prices imported into the country. The consumers are not willing to buy a new ecological vehicle. Consumers do not trust the recycled methods used for the batteries. Mexico loses competitivity due to the storage in the development of new technologies.
In conclusion, Mexico is not prepared in the present to use electric and hybrid cars because it doesn't have the infrastructure in the streets to power a possible massive production of cars, even though it is prepared to produce them due to the great position the country has in the production of cars and all the companies that have established in some states in Mexico. In few words, the solutions we propose to the problem are: support the research in universities and the creation of new startups in the development of high technology enough for electric and hybrid cars, and make more attractive to automotive companies to increase the production in Mexico. The second one is to give support to local auto parts producers to focus in the development and importation of auto parts for hybrid cars, because this kind of car is more economically viable for the market.